Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to something that's a little bit out of the box, and we're drifting into science today. So, with my whole gains journey, okay, we're gonna find out just what my DNA was made to do. So this little box is a little test that I'm gonna swab inside my mouth. We're gonna see what else is in here, but I'm gonna swab it inside my mouth, and we're gonna learn what my DNA is good at, like if it uses carbohydrates particularly well, if it doesn't, what kind of foods I respond well to, what kind of exercise and things I respond well to, and what's in my genetic DNA. So, boom, DNA fit, not an ad either, hashtag no ad. Just very interested to see what's going on in here. So, unboxing time. Very aesthetically pleasing packaging. Ow, there we go. Yeet. Right, we're in, I think. We're in. I'm really like just a heavy-handed guy. That's it. So bang, 3 simple steps. Fill in the consent form. So you have to consent to having this done. Collect your sample, return form and sample to us, and then they'll tell me everything about my bodily happenings. But what Josh said before, so you know there's the one that you can do to find out where you're from. They put your DNA on record. So say if I was to, I don't know, steal something like a Galaxy bar from a shop, then pretty much they'd be able to get me off this. So yeah, cool. I'm submitting myself to never stealing anything or doing any crimes. But bang, DNA fit. Let's pull this out and see how, oh geez. Oh, jeez. Okay. The fam. That's cool. This pack includes how to use the DNA test, consent form, return envelope, 2 times personal barcodes. We'd love to hear from you. Don't worry, you will be. This is all of it. Mental. How to use the test. Right, remember to attach the barcode. Right, so I have to attach my barcodes. 1 minute. So I have to swab it round.
Are you good, buddy?
He's looking for more food. Takes after his father. So to ensure your swab is successful, we can retrieve the maximum amount of DNA. Take your DNA samples at least an hour after eating, drinking, or cleaning your teeth. Oh, it's like a perfect time. Right, keep it next to your bed as a reminder. Oh, all right, I'll just do it now. Make sure that the white end of the swab makes contact only with the inside of your mouth, and that nobody other than you handles the swab. Rub the swab firmly against the inside of both cheeks, and especially under your lower and upper lip. Aim to rub around 1 minute. Use reasonable and firm pressure, but without causing bleeding. What do you think I'm gonna do? Just like, let's go ballistic. Pull open the package from one end, remove the swab from tube, take care. It's a bit of cotton bud in a thing, isn't it? It can't be too much. Right, boom, bang, swab. Use me to collect your DNA. Bang, silica capsule. Use me to keep your DNA safe. Okay. I can't see anything else in here. I promise he's well looked after. Right, how do I open this? There we go. Right, we're in. Cool. Right, boom. I'm not allowed to touch the swab head with my fingers. So. Oh, I could have like feet DNA on it. Oh well, fuck it.
3, 2, 1, go.
I don't want to make it bleed.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it?
I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you.
36 seconds to go.
That's it, I'm going to be arrested somehow.
Yeah.
I'm getting it quite wet.
When I get that feeling, I want to
It's a long time, you know. I think they're just being safe.
15 seconds.
I'm gobbing.
Yay.
Yeet. So, next step. I have to put my gobby tissue into the tube. Don't touch this head with my fingers. Place the thumbnail in the small groove. That's what I'm doing. Then snap the handle in 2. Well, it's not fully snapped, but there we go. Bang! Put me in prison. Oh, there we go. Bang. So, in the event that the capsule is coloured green on removal from the foil pack, this indicates that the capsule has already been exposed to moisture and is not suitable for use. Well, DNA test, if this is green, you're shit. No, no, DNA, no, cat. Boom! If I do anything illegal, I'm fucked.
Smashed it.
I did actually, thanks. Nice. Do I have to put my barcode up there as well? Yeah, okay, barcode 1 and barcode 2, cool. Oh fuck, I think I might put barcode 1.
Imagine if you did the wrong one.
We'll send it anyway, and there can't be much difference.
I highly doubt it.
And they can just scan one thing and then scan another, it's fine. Boom. Consented my life away to prison. Consent form. I'm very cack-handed. And I also have to pop this in here. Dude. How do you close this? You gotta put a sticker on it or something.
Does it fold, lick? What?
No, it doesn't leak. Cheers. Jeez. Bang. Man like DNA fitness. Jeez. So, bang, sending this off to Norwich Research Park, and it says inside the little packet that it's going to take 10 business days. So, I'll see you guys in 10 business days with all the information about my body. So, you're here to find out about my body. That was really bad. So, welcome to my DNA fit results. So, I've had these results for a little more than 10 business days because, you know, Ethan, never on time. Anyway, to get started, I'm going to teach you how to read this report, okay? I feel like that's probably the smartest thing to do because it's quite confusing, it's quite in-depth. So, with each gene that's in my body, okay, and it will tell me if I have an association with it, a medium association with it, or a strong association with it. So, if I have no association, that means that that gene isn't in me. If it's medium, it's there. If it's strong, it's there. That's how I interpret it. Otherwise, I've just wasted a lot of money on this test. So, the first thing, okay, we're gonna get into is my training intensity response, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I looked at this when I got the results in, and this one is very confusing. I'm gonna leave a poll on the YouTube video, you see, look, new things, of, do you think I am a power athlete or an endurance athlete? Vote now. I'll give you a few seconds to do so. Right, you should have voted by now, and this is where you're probably all gonna be wrong, okay? You may think a big naturally built guy like myself would be a powerhouse. Well, DNA Fit come through, and they told me your DNA Fit power and / endurance response, 29% power, 71% endurance. Your assessment has determined that your genetic profile falls more in the zone of endurance-based activities based on variations in your genes. So this big thing, me, okay, I can last longer. That sounds funny. Make the most of your genetic tendency for endurance activity by placing a priority on endurance exercise in your training-based program. I think that's quite cool because I like playing football, and I like playing football for a long time, so it makes sense why I can do that without being tired at the end, because Charlie behind the camera, when we play football, I can go for hours, okay? But this is the bit that like gets really, really, really in-depth, okay? So here's how we calculated your power / endurance response score. The ACE gene, associated with controlling blood pressure and, I can't talk English, controlling blood pressure and the fluids, water, sodium balance in blood. This is the most researched gene in relation to sporting performance. I got the ID genotype, which means the medium association, mixture of power and endurance-based training recommended. So I do that anyway. ACTN3, alpha-actinin 3, major structural component of fast twitch fibers of skeletal muscles, only present in fast twitch muscle fibers. I have the CT response, expected to be good at strength, speed and power activities, but less so than an RR response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got no association with it. I've got absolutely no association with about 5 genes here. The ADRB2 though, I've got a strong association with. So the beta 2 adrenergic receptor, adrenergic receptor I got the TC response. Associated with regulation of associated with I can't fucking read. Alright, associated with regulation of adrenaline release and control within the central nervous system, also involved in mobilization of carbohydrate, fat and protein cells for fuel during exercise. And that is why I think I'm quite good on like endurance based. So I like running 5Ks at the minute, and I can run like 4 in a week. And even though on some, you know, everyone has a shit day, and they'll be like, oh, I'm like 2K in and I just really don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. I can still power through it and do it. And then it says, likely to respond well to endurance training, including good increases in VO2 max. Do you know what VO2 max is? Should I tell you? Actually, I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna embarrass myself. I read it in this, but I'm not too up to scratch. With regards to weight management, this genotype is also associated with better fat burning capabilities. So, see, look, proof's in the pudding. It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I've got the beta-2 adrenergic receptor in my body. My endurance genes are as follows. They are the bradykinin receptor B2. I think I did well there. Vasodilation and blood pressure control. Efficiency of muscular contraction. And
Do you know how many times you said blood pressure?
Fam, there's so many words that I'm like, I can't. Blood pressure! Efficiency of muscular contraction and cell hydration. An endurance-based combination with good muscular efficiency and cell hydration, but not as much as someone that would have got the strong association. Collagen 5 alpha 1. Sounds like I'm talking to the army. Collagen 5 alpha 1. Associated with alpha 1 type chain of collagen, I can't talk English. In studies of triathletes, TT genotype was associated with better endurance running, but TLL also associated with risk of tendinopathy. Honestly, mate, I don't know what some of this is. It's absolutely ballistic. An acute phase protein which rises in response to inflammation in the body. It is stimulated by IL-6 and is often used as a marker for inflammation in blood tests. May experience moderately increased levels of inflammation after strenuous exercise. A longer rest period between training sessions may be required. And that's why I've hurt my Achilles tendon today, and it really hurts, okay? So, what does this mean for me? Well, it's about to tell you. So, your DNA, fit, power, endurance response. So, I have endurance majority. If I was to focus my training completely on what I'm good at, I would just do endurance things, so like just long running. But because I want to increase my power, I'm going to do more explosive things. It's pretty much like moving to the MLS. Like, if you're really good at football, you know you're going to be good at it, so it's not challenging. So if I do power stuff, it's more challenging for my fat little self to do. So honestly, this report is like incredibly in depth. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about mainly like the important things of it, because the rest of it it's all a bit crazy. So we're moving on to my genetic recovery profile, where I am based in the middle at medium. Your assessment has determined that you have variation in the genes important in free radical movement. In order to support your genetic profile, it is recommended that you consume adequate amounts of antioxidants in your daily diet. Your assessment indicates variation in genes related to immune support and recovery. In order to complement this genetic component, it is recommended that you include omega-3 fatty acids in your daily diet. I did that before it told me. So here's how we calculated your recovery score. I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna pull it up so people can, because I'm sick of saying the words. Glutathione S transferase, M1. Yeah, because I know what that is. The removal of toxins, metabolic byproducts, and free radicals created during the detoxification process. Mate, it's unreal how in-depth this is. Like, it's really cool to just sit and go through, but it's a bit mental. Now we're gonna move on to my injury predisposition one. Now this one I messaged you about because it's very, very interesting. So, your genetic injury predisposition. Now this one is funny because I get injured quite a lot, and no, it's my girlfriend. I'll come home from like football or something, and the next day I'll be like, oh, my ankle like really hurts or something. So, you ready? Your genetic results indicate that you have an overall higher than average risk of a sports-related soft tissue injury. This should be taken into consideration when planning training schedules, and the information should be communicated with your personal trainer. Told you, I'm fucked. I'm absolutely battered. I ran a 5K yesterday, and my Achilles is like tight. Literally, I hit more genes on this than I do in any other thing. So I only have no association with 2 out of 8. So I hit 6 of the genes. Anyway, I'm injured. I'm permanently injured. I'm an injured boy. I'm pretty much Andy Carroll. If you got Andy Carroll on here, he'd be battered. It'd just be like, give up. Yeah, we're gonna move on to food-related things. It's 70% diet, 30% working out, pretty much. So, nutrition genetics, that's what we're gonna move on to. Now, this stuff has some really cool facts and knowledge in it, because it teaches me about the fact that I have too much salt, things like that. It's quite cool. Moving on, as you can see on the page, we've got carbohydrate sensitivity, saturated fat sensitivity, detoxification ability, antioxidant needs, omega-3 need, vitamin B folate need, vitamin D need, alcohol sensitivity, caffeine sensitivity, salt sensitivity, celiac predisposition, which I do have because if I eat gluten, I shit my pants. So, as you can see from the little thing anyway, carbohydrate sensitivity, I got medium response. Saturated fat, I got medium response. Detoxification ability, this one was the really interesting one. Reduce char grilled meat and increase cruciferous vegetables, which pretty much is like very voluminous nutrients. So, detoxification, phase 1. Risk of DNA damage from smoked and char grilled meat. This blows my mind. So I've got a raised risk from this. Cooking certain meats at high temperature creates the formation of chemicals that are not naturally present in uncooked meats. Bet loads of viewers didn't know this. So what I do is I will like fry a plain chicken breast, and because you're cooking it at very high temperatures for a long time, creates the highest levels of these chemicals, so be aware of your consumption. If you're frying whatever you're frying in there, because you're cooking it at such a high temperature of a frying pan, it creates the chemicals which are known as heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons. I just banged that one. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. So they are toxic compounds, and bang, knowledge on your ass. Stop cooking things at a high temperature because you're putting bad chemicals in your body. And I got the strong association on both of those. So I'm trying to reduce my smoked char grilled meat. Limit your consumption of char grilled or smoked meat to 1 to 2 servings per week. So pretty much, I eat a lot of sushi now because that way it's not cooked. This one confused me. Positive response, I think pretty much means I can neck alcohol better than someone that has negative response. The test results show that you are heterozygous for the valine allele, genotype AG, which is characterized by the presence of valine, a specific position in the protein. Valine results in lower activity enzyme, which metabolizes alcohol more slowly compared to the LLE. Presence of the amino acid isolate. Listen, scientists, you do you with your words. I can't do it. Basically, I could be an alcoholic if I want. I think. I don't know. I've probably got this.
I think though between like the two of us, there's like, I'm very, very, very bad, and you could sit there and just neck a lot more than I could.
Yeah. Well done. You saw it on the West Ham vlogs last year. Pretty much what you're all here for, at the end of it, is a really pretty infographic. English. What you're here for is a pretty infographic, okay? I wonder if I can get in contact with people at DNA Fit, because what I could do is like leave the login information so people who are interested can log into the account and look at it all. But I don't know if that's possible. We'll see. You've listened to me ramble. You've listened to me probably say everything wrong, but here it is. This is the brand new infographic. DNA Fit achieves your genetic potential. Our genes make us who we are, so naturally they impact every aspect of our health and well-being. Understanding your DNA will help you make the right choices to live a healthier life. Boom! Pretty. But now you'll be able to look at it. If you pause the video or Geyser or screenshot this, you can read it all properly. Probably in a better way than I did. But yeah, pretty much got all the information I just said on there. It says optimal diet type, Mediterranean, which I'm cool with. That just means, don't know what it means if I'm honest, but I don't have to do low carb or low fat diets because my optimal diet type is Mediterranean. And that means I can have watermelons, judging by the picture. Now you know, literally, see these biceps? They've got a high injury risk. Or, see these biceps? They've only got 29% power in them. Yeah, I would have been a shit boxer anyway. Now, we're gonna go and train to suit my DNA needs. And I can prove to Dida that I've got an Achilles injury because of my soft tissue raised risk, you see? I'm gonna tell him. He said that I should share it with my PT, so we're gonna head over there soon, share it with my PT, and have a fun day and make gains. So, we're here at the Sidemen house with Dida. You've met Dida before. Welcome, Dida. He's my PT, and I've shared my injury disposition with him. So, today, what are we doing? We're focusing on isometrics
and just agility-based stuff, getting the body moving, and yeah, focus towards our goal, losing weight, losing fat. I mean, look at this guy. He's lost so much weight.
Yeah, look at me go. Yeah.
Sky's the limit. I mean, I want the full body transformation.
It's coming.
Since beginning, how have you seen the progress between these exercises which we've done today?
Oh, immensely. Like, he could hardly do 5 of these without going for his inhaler.
Little fatty.
Stamina is the most impressive thing with Bez. It's yeah, he can go on forever. Like after, yeah, it's very deceiving.
The DNA fit was saying he was an endurance athlete as opposed to power, which kind of surprised us all.
I'm 70% endurance to 29% power, so my genetics are pretty much favoured for endurance-based.
So yeah, the flip side, it would be interesting to see JJ's, because I think he's a mix.
I think his would be pretty much like 50-60, like
Yeah.
50% power. Oh god.
He's good at the endurance-based stuff as well. This guy one day, how many calories did you burn? 7,000?
Yeah.
You?
That was a day when I did football in the morning. I played in the friendly. I went from the friendly to boxing, and then we played football here for 2.5 hours.
And 7,000 calories?
Could have become a marathon runner. Mo Farah, watch out. Always slow down when you're doing a cool down, because you're getting back to a normal state. You've had an intensive workout, so it's just about relaxing, getting the body back to where it was.
How at peace he is.
Wow, welcome back, Behzinga Nation. Bow! Dropping Charlie home. It's the end of the vlog. It's time to say goodbye to the Behzinga Massive. I'm joking, that was really cringe. Thanks for coming along on a cool day. It was actually quite good. So the training session, my Achilles tendon is so tight, it feels like a piece of well done steak. I like Adidas. We trained to just around that, and it was quite decent. Played football with the boys, a little 3-a-side. How long? That was like for like an hour or so.
No, it was well longer than that.
Like an hour and a half, maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
An hour and a half. I'm gonna have dinner, a healthy meal, and then tuck myself up in bed, mate. Because I tell you what, recovery is I tell you, when you make the most gains when you sleep, and I sleep like a god now. So that's where Behzinga Nation will be. Well, I'm the nation, but you're the nation too. So my nation's going to bed. I'm knackered.
Good night, Behzinga.
Good night. Hey guys, you know what you should do? Like the video right now. You should also subscribe, because there's more content coming like this soon. Bye, sir.